At the summit, at a height of 7,360 feet, the Shripada, meaning sacred footstep in Sinhala, can be found, and is another name given to a giant foot imprint on Adam's peak. It's believed to be the sacred place where Prophet Adam first landed on earth, and the closest place to where he fell directly from heaven. It's hard to imagine, but according to legend, Prophet Adam fell on this very spot, following his descent from the Garden of Eden. Adam's Peak is notoriously known as the mount with the giant footprint. An inscription can be found on the actual stone Prophet Adam landed on, which is believed to have descended from heaven itself. Another story linked to the descent of Prophet Adam is by one of the famous Tabi'ee, the second generation of Muslims that precede the companions of the Prophet Muhammad. He said that the Kaaba also came down at the same time when Adam descended the earth. God said to Adam, "I will send down my house, the Kaaba, along with your descendants to earth. As circumlocution, tawaf, takes place around my throne, circumlocution will take place around the Kaaba, on earth." The ancient inscription, Selepi. About 45 meters before reaching the summit, the Gava Lena cave, just off the beaten trail, is a very interesting location. Two ancient inscriptions were found here. One written by King Nisanka Malla during his visit to Adam's Peak in the 12th century, and the other written in Arabic, praising Muhammad, Pbuh. These are now housed in the Colombo's museum along with two other stones also found. The ancient Arabic inscription, Selepi, was located on the rock wall of the cave, which is about 100 feet from the summit of Adam's Peak. According to archaeologists, only a few fragmented Arabic words can be figured out, which states, "Muhammad, may God bless him, the father of mankind." It has been ascribed to the 13th century. Source, p33, The Muslims of Sri Lanka by Professor Lorna Duaraja. Disputed claims for the footprint. Most of the Sinhalese people of Sri Lanka are Buddhists, and they claim the indentation imprint may belong to Lord Buddha and that the footprint was made by him when he visited Sri Lanka. However, Muslim hadith, recorded accounts from Prophet Muhammad and some Christian sects contest this and provide compelling evidence to indicate strongly that Adam did indeed fall in this region, and that this is Adam's footprint. On the other hand, the Portuguese Christians can't seem to agree whether the footprint was left by Adam, Saint Thomas, or the eunuch of Candace, or the Queen of the Ethiopians. Hindus of South India believe the formation to be the footprint of their god Shiva and refer to Adam's Peak as Shivapadam, which means Shiva's foot. Even the 15th century Chinese make a claim saying it's a footprint made by Puankeo, the primordial man or the first man to have existed in Chinese mythology. Nowadays, the footprint is protected from the elements and is enclosed by a Buddhist monastery, which allows pilgrims and tourists to witness it by entering and exiting via two doors. If you are bold enough to lift the covering cloth that usually hides the giant footprint and take a quick peek discreetly, you will notice it's a truly huge foot imprint, and it leaves you quite spellbound. Why just one footprint? On sight of this giant foot, one can't help but wonder why Adam only has one footprint and why it happens to be so deep. Getting an answer to this question wasn't so easy to obtain. However, on asking a Buddhist monk at the shrine, he told me, when first Adam landed on this peak, he was very saddened and shed tears for a time. Out of remorse and regret, he stood on one foot and repented for an unknown amount of time. And for this reason there is only one deep footprint. It did also cross my mind that perhaps Prophet Adam landed on one foot, and since he fell from such a height, the force at which he landed caused his foot to dig deep. God knows best. Documented historical visits. According to historians, ancient Muslim traders who visited Sri Lanka began to associate this mountain with Prophet Adam from around 9th century AD. They also thought the giant footprint was the first spot on earth where Prophet Adam, peace be upon him, landed. The very first time this peak was mentioned was by Suleiman, or Solomon al-Taja, Arabic for Solomon the Merchant, who was a 9th century Persian Muslim merchant traveler and writer initially from Siraf in modern-day Iran. He traveled to India and Sri Lanka as well as China and wrote an account of his voyages and explorations during 850 AD, the 9th century. Another famous Arabic traveler, Ibn Battuta, also known to have climbed Adam's Peak mountain and seen this footprint during his Sri Lankan visit in 1344 AD. He mentions many places near the mountain that are associated with Muslims, even in those times, including several caves, one of which is the Cave of Qidda. In various Islamic and non-Islamic traditions, Qidda is described as a messenger, prophet, wali, who guards the sea, teaches secret knowledge and aids those in distress. He assumes the role to that of a guardian angel, in which he prominently figures as patron of the Islamic saint Ibn Arabi. Based on the size of this footprint of 5 feet and 11 inches, and accounts from Hadith, Prophet Adam's height is calculated to be approximately 30 meters. Physically speaking, you're looking at a man equivalent to the size of the Cordova Christ statue in Rio de Janeiro. According to Abu Huraira, the Prophet Muhammad informs us that Allah created Adam in his image 60 cubits, about 30 meters, in height. When he created him, he said to him, "Go and greet that group of angels sitting there, and listen to what they will say in reply to you, for that will be your greeting and the greeting of your offspring." Adam went and said, "Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you." They replied, "Assalamu alayka wa rahmatullah, peace and Allah's mercy be on you." So they increased it to wa rahmatullah. The Prophet Muhammad added, "So whoever will enter paradise will be of the shape and picture of Adam." Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my video.